they can control pretty much every aspect of my life. So they gonna run when they tuck their tail. I still gotta do what I gotta do. That's just where they cornered me into virtual GTA. Sometimes because it's where they want me, sometimes it's because it's all I got left. And because they gotta burn something off of them. I have zero care. I would have drank another bottle in that case. I got somebody fighting me. I should have no companions. And I can already feel the controller getting pieced up. Wouldn't expect an Egyptian to run. It's just so random. We're playing with a mic. Oh my god, you guys. I don't even want to call people childish, man. This stuff gets so uncomfortable to listen to at night. It's like if I really had the power to be better than all of this, like the day would be different. So it's like I don't want to waste like what I have in front of me to satisfy your guys' overly burning desires. It's the world. At times, the world can't handle it. I can handle it. I mean, I guess in the fact that I'm mic'd up, I can't handle it. But it's just like, jeez, you know, I don't want to point fingers. That's like literally what I'm trying to say. I don't want to point fingers, but gosh. I'm not like literally meaning I want to point the finger at somebody. I'm just saying like that's the insult. I don't want to point. I don't want to like call out everybody. That's what I mean. I don't want to point fingers. I don't want to call people out. The childish way to say I don't want to call people out. I don't want to point fingers. And I like regular GTA. I'm not a fan of computer setups anyway. I'd still use a controller. And regardless. I don't like keyboards. I used to have this thing with the other side of my family. It used to be keyboards versus controllers. I'm not a keyboard guy. Only for that like partial reason. Regular, technically, yeah, I don't do mine. But just out of the joke of like my cousins, it's like I don't use keyboards. It's an inside joke because my cousin is like way a crazy gamer. They're like actually like the most ridiculous gamers ever. I used to always want to be like them when I was younger. I thought that shit was pretty lit. Like, can I go over to their house every single day? Every single day. It's pretty lit. Cool setup. That's literally why I never wanted to switch or like tend to Grizzly server or like even try to get my own server. Get off the controller. But you can try to stay on. You can get on this thing if you want to. You know where this ends with the police because I mean like where else would this go? You think I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this shit? Like come on, get out of here. Come on. I don't ever think you would get off. Like what else would y'all be doing? But I'm just saying where else would this go? You want me to freaking get on my goddamn knees? It's not gonna happen. So we can do this all day. This is my life. Your life is controlling me. My life is not being controlled by you. So we can have a lot of fun doing this. Definitely now I'm mic'd up. I don't think it would do 100 million things, but go for it. Go for it. We can have all the fun you want all day. You can even put some terms and conditions into this. I give three craps. Don't care. Y'all been doing this for a stupid amount of time. I couldn't care less. Either I sit and look at a wall, I leave, or call the police. I don't think y'all gonna stop. So let's go. Because y'all ain't never gonna step to me, and if you do, you have to break my neck. So we can all wait until I point fingers, or I'm not gonna give a hell. Let's continue to tomorrow. Because how long is this gonna last? Because I don't think you guys can sit through me. You guys don't like me. I don't think one person on the planet can stand me. Whether or not even if somebody wanted to pretend that they could. I'm gone. You guys go retarded anyway. So let's all have fun enjoying Earth, aren't we? So you guys want some narration? So we go back to the horrible conversation we were just having. What it discussed the Caucasian people for me to just go back to society. The fine class. I can care less about any of y'all. I have to make your American money to get your American property. I'm gonna do my American duty as an African American. Don't like my words, don't like my words. I'd change my English if I could. I'm stuck in the United States. I'd leave if I had the money. Takes your property to do that. So, let's go back to getting beat up, aren't we? I'm having lots of fun. Like I should change my username. I could care less. Sometimes it bothers me. By the way, no. Y'all so annoying, I can tell how y'all freaking hack now. So, let's go. What else is there to do? Especially because if I get any amount of money, y'all become weirdos in this goddamn world. And you have to hide and pretend that you don't care. So we can keep making this a red versus blue battle all you want. I can care less. Y'all getting piped up today. Children. Don't think you can yell at the adults in your blood. Nor the people who think they're better than you. Especially if people like parents would be in a death row clan or whatever else. I think this is weird. All you're doing is jeopardizing the weight of my channel. And that bothers me, so have fun. While I choose a virtual card because you guys did this. You guys left yourself with whatever Figaro version of me you believe I am. Figaro. Which one do you want to admit today? That you left me with only a PlayStation, or that that you are just having fun playing make believe, and sometimes you forget you're playing make believe, and then you forget that you purposely left me with only a PlayStation? Because anytime I try to leave or get any other type of dollar, you guys had to have a little hissy fit. Because y'all can't even handle society. So, Death Row Clan. Are we playing video games today? What are we doing? Taking down the Grizzly World server? Can Rockstar make a decision? That's the other one I want to know. So how does Rockstar feel about it? Why don't they put like Grizzly World 2K? Grizzly World Red Dead, you know? I don't have anything to say, but I'm just saying. Either I'm playing video games or Death Row Clan is lame as hell, so... Come at me. You guys are generic. And all you guys do is fornicate. All that freaking... What do they call that? Health ed? Yeah, it smelled like a football team that skipped health ed. I haven't done one thing. So, y'all can listen into whatever hell goes on. The worst that happens is I call the police. Oh, and yeah, there's viewers, so I can definitely say out loud that, yeah, I am talking to people. There's not 1,000, like, whatever freaking social media person. I don't need 1,000 people to say something. You don't have to satisfy your freaking needs. If the video gets 1,000, the video gets 1,000, so... If it's not in 1,000, there's still people here, so we can enjoy the conversation, can't we? So let's say I'm talking to nobody again.
No, no.
This ends with people going down. So it should never get there. Not that I'm saying it should never get there, but I doubt anybody's going to lay their arms down. So we can all keep throwing fade, because that's all we're doing. Like I said, y'all generic. Otherwise, I'd be asleep in multiple different ways. So y'all can choose to do that. Probably because y'all can't figure out what type of world I'm living in. Because the last thing y'all do would take my advice. Or believe anything I'd say. Especially if you believe I could be the reincarnation of Tupac. At the end of your Plan Z. All y'all can hear is the connotation of my voice, because I sound like 100 different Americans. That's called y'all have gone too far, DT. Zero 2 12 87. Sorry, my eyesight is not perfect. So continue your little whatever the hell you're doing. 2 12 87. Plenty of videos, no mics. I can understand the indifference. I don't care about any of y'all. Regardless if I did, you guys still just insult all day, so it doesn't matter to me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here and look at the wall. What else would there be to do? Just like y'all. Except I'm not rich. If I was rich, I'd probably get the whole freaking suite of what I was providing. But I'm not saying that like I'm giving you a gift. I'm saying that's what you guys get out of trapping me in a box. You trapping me in a box with what you let me, with what you left me. So that's on y'all. Enjoy that. And this is just my voice to remind your old ass again. Because you're fucking schizophrenic as shit. Specifically to one of you. Like I said, there's plenty of people listening. Blood. Keep testing me. Either I die or something else happens, Debo. Act like it's a threat. No. You need to be freaking hospitalized. Specifically you. Can you listen to that? Ladies and gentlemen, loyalty. And I do not care specifically. Y'all can do whatever you want. The worst you're gonna do is bomb the place or continue to threaten me. So let's enjoy our time in the United States. As we already have, child. Either it stinks in the air, open the door, get kicked out, call the police, yada yada yada. Especially because the last time I went somewhere, they cut the back of my hair off. I'd have to shut the country down. United States. And then you guys would just throw me away in a box anyway. Not a prison cell. Anyway. I do what I want and not to tell the world how to keep up. It's not going to be that easy. Anyway. I go faster if I snitch, but I don't feel like doing all that lame raps. Or lame exclusion. Exposition or something like that. Exposition. Apologize for my big words. I'm not clearing out per era. Shit stinks. Lord, I feel like explaining every single crime Death Row commits. It's a goddamn Bible. They're just old people. Tired of putting diapers on people. Take care of yourselves. Or the planet burns anyway. That's what happens when the world gets disgusting, it burns.
Yep.
Y'all can burn. It'll be the funniest thing ever. Come ruin the stream, why don't you? Add on to it. What else is there to do in your reality, huh, princess? Don't make me threaten you. Act like I'm goddamn 12. I can play video games all I want. Y'all did this to me. So, where you want to go next? I can't cuss on the stream. Motherfucker about to poop all over themselves. Start eating it. I'm gonna bust up your life, all you gotta do is get in with me. The worst that can happen is more. I ain't got no friends. Ain't nobody gonna help me. It's still the law though. Y'all can cross that all you want. And I ain't no cop, so feel free to bomb this place. It smell terrible already. I'm gonna open the door more. So have fun acting like you don't exist, fucking child. Both of them. Hell irritating. It's all mic'd up, and I usually don't mic up. I mean, what else would people notice when they look at me? Especially if they've never met me before. Oh, this kid looks crazy. What, y'all mad that y'all gonna get put out? That's y'all fault. Y'all wanna bother me. Pay attention to what you can't handle. You just can't, Nemo. You say you can do these things, but you just can't, Nemo. It's like them, all of them. A bunch of Nemos. Just goofy as hell. You just can't, Nemo.
Hey.
And then they get their fan base to make them feel better after they get embarrassed. Chill out in the first place. Ain't nobody was over here roasting nobody. Y'all just annoying. We were putting diapers on old people. It's like, Jesus. Put your own diaper on in that case. Here that. What? You're supposed to be drinking tomato juice and Starburst. I don't even know what they do, bro. They're weird. Excuse me. I know they're in character. Nor do I feel like putting magic into my stream. Give me the money first, and we'll discuss what else. Money works by transaction, Playboy. You insult me, either I go, or what? I'll start throwing hands in any moment. I ain't got nothing to lose, so I hope we know who reaching here. I hope we know who walking out. I hope we know who hit the sun more. Come and struggle with me, you feel me? See something. Disney goons, B. Better yet, they gonna slide on me. Better yet, they finna make fun of my voice. Better yet, I ain't never cared a day of my life. So, let's start with what my voice sound like now. What song is this one, Chibo? Take a threat or chill out.
You're fine,
It's
right?
on you.
Sure.
You can spill the wine on your white dress if you wanted to. It's a white party anyway. Something bound to happen. Money comes by transaction. Paint a picture. Drop a bullet. You get a transaction, you got the cash. I wouldn't be sleeping on a couch if I had bread. I ain't into that weirdo stuff. I guess mine. Believe it or not, I ain't never tripped. I still get mine. If I'm low, I'ma get back up. I ain't perfect and I ain't never been perfect. I'ma still get mine. I ain't never need no respect from anybody. This ain't no goddamn movie. If I lose, I lose. I ain't finna respawn in their time.
I don't know why downtown got so hoity.
assert myself to an adult. I guess we best friends in that case. Child.
Hey, Hefe. I got this. Back before you know it.
Feel free. Smells horrible. You keep going, you become a threat. To be honest, you need somebody to tell you what's in your head. Like to know you impatient. Should I feel free to talk to the Queen Bee? I'd rather see you burn. Get out of here with that royalty lame ass crap. 3 brain cells, Jibo. You can't speak to me directly, you ain't speaking at all. So let's go. All you do is insult. Be about your words. Many-face guy. Goddamn lesbian. Ain't nowhere to go from here. YouTube. I go down from here like I said when I was in LA. I'll wait for them to come get me. Shouldn't be nowhere to go. They want to be royalty, then I'm goddamn king. Otherwise, we go back to our day. Y'all can choose what hour it is.
Sure.
Tragical, they can't even handle a YouTube video. Been waiting my whole life to control me or see me fall. Weirdos. It's hilarious because I've been told you guys are weirdos my entire life. All I can hear is American gibberish. Bumblebee. Literally.
I knew that bar was a front for something.
I'd have to let you guys know how right y'all were. But it turns into a mixture because everybody's technically in on half the story. No, I don't lower my tone. Weird ass connotational. Be Mexican saying that weird ass shit. And I translate it back to Spanish when you catch them. I translate it back to English, excuse me. Waste of a stream, man. Waste of a stream. I ain't got the stature in life to just casually pick up a controller. Y'all over here burning the money, burning the juice, scaring the shorties, fam. This supposed to be. You do this at the end of your night. Like, this ain't no, like, you finna really be bounced up on this thing, man. Like, no, cats, these old cats out here be like, you ain't doing nothing, man. You ain't doing it. You ain't got enough of this and that. You ain't got enough of that in it. It's like, I ain't y'all, first of all. Second, it's all I left with, bro. It's not even supposed to be like this. And besides, I don't want all that RP crap, right? And yeah, that's the other thing. I can't even tell to split the developers, right? Motherfuckers be feeling the RPU games. I mean, honestly, if I had the money, I would have already been playing standard vanilla GTA a long time ago. So it's like, sure, you know, but like, it's nothing. Honestly, you put the money back into the game, people don't acknowledge Call of Duty got way more updates than GTA. I mean, they go toe to toe, but it's like Call of Duty feel like they change the game every 10 minutes. Like their fan base keeps it clean. Over here, a rock star just kind of be getting icky, so you know, hearsay. But I don't know. I just feel as if they spent. I've been playing these games since I was a kid, regardless if I make it a career or not.
You're looking very sharp, boss.
They've been making put offs as long as I can remember. There's not a lot of
Hi.
copywriting
What do you
games,
need?
period. So I don't believe in, and then this goes to whether or not y'all care about the type of videos
So
I make. I don't believe in
what can I do for
that
you?
freaking like extra
Quite a
stuff in the
selection you've
game,
got here.
honestly.
Your personal vehicle is being brought
Because
up now.
this game is older than me, and the fan base around the game is even older. So who am I to like step in here and be like, yeah, like let's restart the game? At the end of the day, that's what's it called? Is for Unreal Engine. Like that's how Fortnite. That's why Fortnite's at right now, and Fortnite ain't changed. It's like people in Fortnite know you want to make a new Fortnite, just go to Unreal Engine,
Got all the stuff loaded up for
and then
you.
Fortnite got
Got it
Unreal
on the
Engine.
flatbed outside the warehouse.
In that case, GTA should do
Paperwork's
the
all
same
done.
thing, but there's way more to the game. So what's the point of that? Just go to Unreal Engine. Like that's what modders are. They might just make your own game, bro. Like I don't know. I'm not like yelling at RP players, but this is a whole game already, and even as like an artist, people can screenshot photos. So it's just like you play this game. It's like you just gonna take the map. You just gonna take our skeleton builds, our 3D models. Like I used to animate, when I was trying to build my portfolio for college. I used to sit at night for like days. I would say hours, but for days, like drawing and figure out how to make 3D sculptures, 3D models, and how to transfer them, and how to get the programs and put it all together. And like all I can get is like a 10-second clip, if anything, that's like choppy. And today, seeing all that crap, it's like wow, that's like it's kind of cool. Like maybe they get away with all the legalities, but Jesus, this game is like 100 years old, and not even just this game, but just in general. I mean, people put a lot of work into things. As an artist, you gotta respect the artist first before you spit on the art, because you never know. You can spit on it, and it's some different shit now. Like Kim K slap your sculpture. That sculpture was slapped by Kim K. I'm not gonna cap. You feel me? Like man, she could put on Marilyn Monroe dress. That rose dress lightweight got like partially double value. Got Kim K and Marilyn Monroe in it. It's kind of the same thing. But at the same time, it's like, it's Kim K and Marilyn Monroe stuff. But it's out here. Say into it. That's why I keep it vanilla. Me personally, I like it vanilla. I mean, if anything, at the most for the mods, I mean, updating the phone, but you can really just wait for the developers to do it. And as a community, you can just go, yo, we need this, yo, we need that. But I don't like talking about it because RP thing is cool, right? Some people don't want to just play the standard game, or updates take too long and stuff. Like Grizzly Server and stuff. Like I like Grizzly Server because it's just like he's been playing for mad long, like YBN Server. Like they were playing for so long that they just kind of were waiting on an update. You got the money, you basically update the game. That's why it's respectable. But I feel like he could. I don't want to say anything on it. He got establishment. I let that be how it is. Me personally, I just like the missions in GTA, partially because I never got the time to play the game. But at the same time, I like the game already. Like, there's mad work to the game, especially if you like. I got a business major, right? So playing this game is like different for me because the game is only about making money, right? And it's all virtually. You don't get hurt, and you can make as much as you want, right? So the game is just virtually fun for me, and I like it because it's just this game specifically, regardless of what I do. But yeah, that's how I feel about all that stuff. Just to let y'all know, also my YouTube, and to clear the air on why the YouTube is controlled so much, and why everybody calls me goofy, and I look goofy apparently. Technically, this is what y'all left me with for how much y'all take from me as an artist. Link in below. But the game is good. Most people will just talk on the game, and they haven't really stayed in the game for that long. Like, you can leave it up to making money at the end of the day, right? Starting without even mods, Some people are gonna go sit in a heist, the Cayo Perico heist, all day. Whether or not they like doing the heist or like the game, Mans is making money in the game specifically, and this is me talking as a player, right? As in this YouTube video, not just like insulting people or yelling out loud, right? Some people are gonna go play in the Cayo Perico heist all day, come play GTA once a week, and only do the Cayo Perico heist. True, it makes you that couple million, but if you play the game in an alternative way, in which a lot of people don't, you make the same amount of money, and it's not as generic and dry as the Kyle Perico Ice. Personally, that's how I see the Kyle Perico Ice. If I want to make $2 million, I'll go do the Kyle Perico Ice. Otherwise, I don't want to sit all day doing the Kyle Perico Ice just to add to the value. Like, yeah, I play GTA, yeah, I have money in the game. That's like generic. There's a full game in which they've been updating and having, hey, to make a new game. There's not a lot of games that do that. There's not a lot of games that survive that long, just straight up leaving the game in mint condition. Like, off the bat, you can respect it just in that class. And if you play the game, you can see what they do. I mean, they do very finite. I'm not going to cap. It's Rockstar. But that's kind of, the game is called Grand Theft Auto. If you've been playing, I've been playing the game since Skyview, alright? So I see the game completely differently, technically, because I've been playing since, like, the game was freaking a cartoon. Like, literally, like, Chinatown, I've been playing since Chinatown. So I see the game absolutely differently. Like, I don't see it as most people see it. They're like, oh yeah, this thing is lame. It's like, no, man, like, this is ridiculous compared to what it used to be. Like, I used to just have, it was boring. But back then, I was like, yeah, I used to be pumping every single day, pumping. Like, nowadays, I'm like, this is beautiful, right? Why deteriorate the value with some modifications you may or may not have to pay triple for, and people already complain about the price of games? Just support the developer and pay for the DLC. You know, like, why put them in a different position, especially if Rockstar is a high-selling game company and the game stays in vanilla condition, like Rust, for example, DayZ, those Steam games. Like, GTA's came so far, it's a Steam game now. Like, this was not a Steam game. This was a freaking PSP Nintendo game. Now it's like Steam compatible, where you can just leave it there for the next 10 to 20 years and it still has the same fan base and community. It has so much potential. Potential I can sit here and talk about for days, because I've been playing this game since a goddamn child. However, though, I can say what I want the game to do, but then again, it's just a virtual Los Angeles. Take it from the art standpoint. It's just a virtual Los Angeles. What else would you be doing in a game called Grand Theft Auto? You can do more, but it just becomes RP at that. And it's already RP, so. I mean, honestly, me personally, right? This is why, like, my voice has a different standpoint, because I'd be like, yeah, me personally can add some more to the game, but when I look at the game, they added what I wanted, so I'm good personally. Like, this is my server, right? This is literally my server at this point. Like, I play in a regular server, but like in the ideal of a standard YouTube style, this is my server. I don't need like a mod. They gave me. I literally at first I was like, okay, I'm okay with the game, and then I kind of was comparing it, especially before I wanted to stay with standard GTA. But even after, I was just comparing. I was like, honestly, I asked, and they gave me everything I wanted. Like, I'm good. If anything, I want some new tattoos, but I mean, it's not that serious, you know. They literally this fit. They even got the thunders on me. You feel me? Like, I'm chilling. Like, they can put them in GT and Grant in like regular versions and stuff, but I mean, I'm not tripping. I would if I had the money, I would probably play. I would if they gave me a contract. I'd say if they gave me a contract, I'd play the game solely. Right? But regardless, I'd still play the game. Technically, I'm not trying to do contracted games, but if they offer me one, which I have before, I'd play the game solely. I don't mind. I play this like for 24 hours straight. I've done it before. It's chilling. When you play the game, like if it's like playing a professional chess player. Even in For Honor, the game For Honor, if you play some really organic players in For Honor, you will see how deep that game goes. Like even original players with original armor, you will see how deep the game goes. GTA is the same way. You don't see it at first, but even digging on YouTube, you might find some deep channels. But without even digging on YouTube, just know that it's just a virtual Los Angeles, you know? Same cats that be on grimy stuff, right? If they want to be virtual, play GTA, you could do that. You just, Like I said, professional chess players are weird. That's GTA, man. GTA get weird. You stay in the game long enough, the game is what it is. You don't need all that extra stuff. I mean, you can if you want, but you can just ask Rockstar for that, you know? That's what the mod and not the mod form, that's what the community forums are for. When you find something in the game, you just go put it in the Reddit list and they'll fix it next week or fix it in the same day or whenever they fix stuff. That's why the game is like server based. That's what server based gaming is. You know, it means like the developers are on the server. At times, the developers can be in the game. I don't like telling all the juice, you know, but it's a live streaming game. That's what's trending in this 21st. I don't know. I did not mean to say that many times. I was trying to figure out what century to say, but that's the era, you know. So live streaming gaming, live open and gaming type stuff, where it's all open and live. Most online games are kind of out of class anyway. So I love the game. They can go way more, but that's what GTA 6 is for, and they can take their time with that. Honestly, personally, that's how I feel. We're just playing Los Angeles. Like most games don't even have a large map, so it's just Los Angeles for a little bit more time, and all they got to do is drop a DLC and it's a new game. If they prefer to do that, but they can do whatever they want. I'm not saying to do anything, you know. I had my idea, and they dropped the trailer, so my words aren't gonna hold much weight. But yeah, I like the game. If I had more time, right, you would see how the game changes. I haven't been able to have as much time as I used to, especially with like the first year I put up recently. The last couple previous seasons to classify weren't the best audio quality, so I lost showing people what I mean directly. So like I just missed that turn. LOL. But the game just takes a little bit of weight to show what's going on. Like it's like a business, right? So to explain, instead of running the Kyle guys, you know, and this is me just narrating still, so you can enjoy the video. By the way, you can enjoy the video with my narration. I might turn it off still. However, it's like running a business, especially if you want to get into the illicit part, right? You want to call this an illicit business. It's you got to go get this side hustle. You got to go get that side hustle. You got to go get this side hustle. You got to go get that side hustle. You know. And the game looks like it's a bunch of DLC, yada yada yada. There's nothing to do. It's old. It's the same stuff. We're just waiting for a new heist. This can even turn into pay. That's another thing. The game can even turn into Payday, right? There's a lot of plot in this game. Like, simply, casual players can be like, yeah, I need that fixed. And we got a freaking bug. Oh, man, I just hit my freaking tow truck. I don't like Grizzly World, excuse me, because I just feel like I got directed. I don't mean to be so directed as well. Because it's just a little too much acting. Like, it's cool if I had more free time, if I had the bread for it, right? But I'd still prefer regular GTA because I like doing the missions, right? The narrative is better. So yeah, y'all can feel free to keep threatening my YouTube video and controlling it. You're just keeping times, yelling yourself out. I guess there's nobody else competing with you, nothing else going on in the world, so anything you do is just funny to anybody who has nothing else to do in their life as well. So yeah, feel free to wait for me to freaking call your goddamn names out. Childish. Especially how hypocrite it is to support RP servers. Like, it's not that bad, but it's hypocrisy. Because the game is called GTA, and then you support RP servers even further. And then trash my videos for being uploaded in general, for existing. It's like, alright. Go ahead, be a hypocrite. That's not going to end well, especially if this goes to a court. So please, please do. You guys are children. It's the funniest thing I've played. It's quiet, but this quiet picks up for all the dead silence in the day when you're not playing. nothing else going on. I like watching this quiet. Well, I usually don't talk like that on the mic. But sure, I guess I clean the air after a while. I just have a hard time in Vallejo. They're gonna come do the most obnoxious background noise and just ruin the whole stream. Or have some kind of temper tantrum and make me record myself after the past 8 hours and say some vulgarious stuff. But I try not to cross that path. It appears as if that's what I'm being forced to do. So, whatever. I usually don't do these show truck missions where they're a little more fun. When it's out in the Cow Pico Ice, it's like a business, right? You sold it back. I would have to teach y'all how to play the game. It's just like large-scale Monopoly. There's professional chess players, and there's virtual chess players. There's 3D drawers, there's 2D drawers, there's cartoon artists, there's animators. There's different styles for everything. There's different styles of making money and playing the game. I specifically like running it through the agency. And if you keep up with the game, the developers are really good at the game. If you can like pay attention, there's like I've played games for a long time, and I can tell when what was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I usually run my business through the agency. I tell people who learn the game a little bit more. I usually run it through the agency. I get playing tips through other YouTube channels, but I kind of don't need them anymore. But right now, I can explain it. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it. Sorry for the like a commercial. But the agency had 3 business types, and they usually average within like 60K, 40K. So the Calibrico heist takes X amount of time to complete. The agency does as well. And the Dr. Dre contract is slightly faster than the Calibrico heist.
Okay, we'll strip that thing to pieces and get the deals done.
But
Take it easy.
like I was saying, the developers, excuse me, gather my bearings. Developers update the game pretty accordingly. If you can keep up with the developers, each week or each large update, they update like. I don't like giving it away because I like playing the game a little far off from people, but I guess I can be a little friendlier to the crowd. Each update kind of fix it's like Monopoly. I really Monopoly is one of my favorite board games, and Grand Theft Auto happens to be one of my favorite games as well too. So it's congruent. So, excuse my lack of voice. I'm not great on stream. But it's like Monopoly. How Monopoly, if you know how to play Monopoly a certain way, it goes based on the railroads and what side of the board you play on. So, each side of the board each side of the board, right? So each side of the board has a representation. It's congruent with early centuries of how capitalists, much like the founding fathers, basically grew money. Like the Vanderbilt family, I can't remember all the families right now, but that's kind of how Grand Theft Auto works. And you only kind of get it by playing the game after a certain amount of time. It's a weird way to see the game, and then when you find out, and they're like, oh, that's how it goes. And then you'll see certain YouTubers, and they're like, oh, that's how they play the game. Some of those one-off YouTube, not one-off, but stray YouTube channels that don't do that too well, but they still post Grand Theft Auto videos. Some of them don't keep up with it, but I'll give you guys some hints on it. You just kind of really have to really be good at Monopoly to tell. It's like being good at chess. So there's the railroad system in Monopoly. Grand Theft Auto works almost in the same way, especially with it being Los Angeles. And with Grand Theft Auto 6 coming, I can see where they're going next. But simply just playing the game, you can see how the developer style rolls into each other. So, for example, and it's a lot of math too. So you get payments and hourly system, daily payments, safes, computers, automated money, and even with GTA Plus, there's a lot of different changes that come in the game, and it all adds up. Just simply by saying it all literally adds up into math. So, for example, the wall safe can add up to 250,000. The agency, like I said, can go by at least 30K to 60K average, depending on the week it is or what rotation you have going. And the more you play the game, the more you can understand the rotation of the cash. But regardless of understanding the rotation of the cash, it all ends up to a rally total. And that rally total, for example, is based on the 250,000 in the safe, the max storage capacity of the nightclub, or the week it is. And if you're really good, it's like almost you can go to the casino also. It's just basically Monopoly without having any other description for it. The game ties into itself when you really get good at math and you understand how the developers play. And I mean, it's simply making money. But if let's say you keep up with the developers, you listen to what I'm saying, and I tell you the sauce, right? Full conversation, yada yada yada. Like it's some seminar, some crazy seminar. I tell you how the game fully works. You're gonna notice in the next update what they slightly did next. People are like, oh, they really didn't update anything. And sometimes they don't update much, but there's some times when they update stuff, and it's like, holy moly, they just gave you the ability to make a whole $1 million in 15 minutes, and nobody can even know. If you're good at math, you can pick it up, but otherwise, you're not catching that type of information. Then that was some slick updating. Like, I'll go drive to the airport real quick. That's why I still play the game on vanilla, because each week they put so much into the game, and it's so finite you won't even pick it up. But if you're good at math and you like Monopoly, this thing is a freaking roller coaster. It's hilarious, honestly. Especially seeing the game from where it came from, even just like the minute jokes that they put into the game. Like, I've competed with people in scholastics, so seeing developers and designers respond is the craziest thing back, because they're smarter than me, they're better than me. So it's like, okay, wow, I just got like a shoulder shrub from a elder god. Like, what the hell is that guy? I don't know what's going on. This guy got like freaking, I don't know, just crazy, not crazy stuff, but just feeling the world, knowing that the world has people better than you is what I'm giving the adaptation to. It's like, you're not alone, man. Like, not like aliens, just like, I played this game, there's a lot more to the game. Like, people are smarter than me. Like, the game is about making money. There's people that know how to make more money than me in the game. And this is just a game, simply, but that's just like a simple way to put it. But that's why I'm driving to the airport. I wasn't really planning on spending this 25,000, like I said. They got this whole math system, and this is just going according to the video. Not like this is extremely serious or anything. I usually don't narrate my videos or put too much commentary into them. But I was just taking a stroll to the airport to show you guys the hangar. Usually to keep you guys up to date, since I haven't really mic'd up. Like I said, I was running my business to the agency because I am a fan of music. So the theme of putting it through the agency was just already in the back of my head, but I like the agency service because if I needed to compete with the Cowpreco heist, because sometimes you can do the Cowpreco heist for a week straight, but I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of like robbing a bank every single week out of role play feeling and just because the tedious amount of time it takes. So I usually stay in the city. It's a new style that I kind of made up on my own. But since I'm here, I'm gonna grab that
Well, hey.
25.
Whoops.
I usually do not like doing that. I usually do it every so often. I skip a few trials. But what I was saying was, before I'm gonna go check the computer real quick, I used to play the game out of the agency, and then they updated the hangar, and I was already using the hangar, and they updated it, and people say the hangar is trash. The hangar is amazing, right? But I could sit here for a long time explaining how to use the hangar. They updated it so you can kind of figure it out now. They kind of made it. I don't want to say they made it simpler, but they made it a lot more valuable than what it was. But for example, like Monopoly, once you buy out a certain amount of property, same goes in Grand Theft Auto. Buying a certain amount of business and property puts you in a certain stature in the game where you make money in a certain way, meaning you probably get tired of your rotation. But getting tired of your rotation doesn't mean that there's more money to make or there isn't more money to make. And that's when the developers come in and you got to compete with them because they'll update the game and put more class into it. And if you're not a boss like that, then you're probably not going to be up on it. And that's kind of how the game runs through. But that's why I came to the airport to give you guys some little juice on it. So right here, like I said, I used to run through the agency, and it takes a while. 'Cause putting this into the rotation I'd say cool like 6 figures out, like 600,000. Just trying to jump into this on the start of the stream, unless I wanted to do this all solely in one video. Like, I don't since I have a certain amount of money. I'm not a fan of mad money. If anything, I just buy shark cards to give me the satisfaction of money in the game. And since this is for a YouTube video and just kind of like um, video purposes, like I usually don't mic up to let the game put the audio back in itself. Um, I don't mind the money. I have enough to know where I spend some, I lose some, nothing changes, and I can go make 1 million if I needed it. So I don't want like I can do it, but I'm not gonna sit here and play for stupid long, put some virtual money. I just use real money at that point. So besides the virtual aspect of the game, though, um, how can I put this? Oh, if so, let's say I was in a more comfortable setup with my videos. Maybe I'd start in the in this Titan chat. I can't remember the exact name for it. I'd maybe start here for more video purposes and theme purposes to run the angel missions, just to do that. And because this thing is nice and I can park my car in here and work on my weapons, and I have the jetpack. That's why I paid for everything off the rip because it's a comfortable setup. Playing the game wise based off of money rotation, giving you a secret from my video is that the developers are really far off into the game that they didn't just update this for any reason. They updated it specifically because they're really good at the game, and you can turn 2 million into 4 million easily with this jet. And an easier explanation is that sometimes they put things in the game that people are too say it's too expensive. Let's say this jet was 6 million. I think it was about 6 or 8 million. The value of the jet is not that it's 6 million. The value of the jet itself is that you can get the value back. You just take the risk as the investment of it being 6 million or the 2 million added upgrades, and you get that back. For example, let's say it was 4 million. I can't remember the price. It was 4 million, right? You can do these missions and get the 2 million back almost just off the first rip and the first time go. And then secondly, these are updated price points. Like I said, the agency has about slightly mid average of this, but these are usually 40 bands up and they have a different play style. And I'm not a fan of the Humane's lab mission because it's so out of the way. You have to leave the city. I don't like leaving the city because I have a different play style. I don't usually like telling my play style, but like I said, I'm giving you guys hints on it. The loading screens, like when I needed money when I was building my YouTube channel, I was going to the fastest production rate so I can drop the video and have a lot of money and still be able to spend money and have a fun time playing the game. So I wanted to go fast, and doing all the setups and not making money was a bad value. And since I know math, I did the math, and I figured out I can do something different. I could sit and explain it a little differently, but to put it in other terms, right? The way I started to give y'all some juice. I know some people are catching up on it now, right? The way I started was so right here. Everybody gets their shipments when you play in the lobby. I don't play in the lobby anymore because I don't need the money. But if I needed the money, I'd play in the lobby virtually. Remember, if I need the money virtually and slightly if I needed more views. If I needed more views, I'd make slightly better videos that aren't as boring. But I'm not doing this for the full dollar because it doesn't make that much money in real cash. So this is just a video to put up to put them to get money back. I can explain that later. Basically, what I was saying about how I play the game because I can narrate and explain what I'm doing in my life for my income, but that can take 4 hours. Simply just to stop talking, I'll tell you how to play the game, right? In a general lobby, everywhere like right here, this whole like from this highway down to here, this coastline gets shipments. So being anywhere in the city, depending on where your office is, I think the old one was right here. You can kind of play off the storyline of the game and not break the game, just see. I think the reason why is because they kind of got rid of the old style GTA, and you kind of have to be somebody who played the game from a long time ago to know how to play, like GTA 4, for example. And I guess I have to explain it because the fan base, and I don't think anybody would be able to keep up with what I do because the game is the game, not like real life. But in GTA 4, there wasn't really a lot of ways to make money. That's why GTA 5 to me is completely insane because in GTA 4, when I was young, I'd be bored. I have like free summers or a weekend or I have like an hour to hop in the game or something. There wasn't a lot of way to make money in the game except for either repeating missions or just getting lucky. So you got to find out or act like an uncle or something or so. Anyway. And the way you figured it out is you kind of just have to make the money in the game. There isn't really a real way to make money in the game. Like the first way I learned to make money in GTA 4 was the what's it called? The ATMs, ATMs. I think they took it out for like a year or so in GTA 5, but the ATMs in GTA 4, if you rob somebody who just left the ATM, they'd usually have at least $250 or have cash no matter what, opposed to robbing somebody random on the street. So if somebody's within like 5 feet of an ATM, then they would have cash and you can just run it up. But it would eventually die off because it's not a glitch. It was just like an, uh, an NPC spawn, and it's not they'll just keep putting unlimited money. But you can practically just make a lot of money off that, or figure out other small ways to grab cash besides using cheats. But that was like the only way. And like little side hustles, like I think San Andreas, you were able to get a job, but there wasn't a lot of ways to make money in the game at all. And they had like for example, you didn't even have a lot of money, you got the money from the previous mission, you would where am I going here? Let me see. You would have the money from the previous mission. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. You wouldn't buy cars, right? You wouldn't buy cars, and I used cheats when I used to get irritated because I was younger and I wasn't about to sit and play a game for hours and didn't have any money. But to get cars in the game, you would go to the dealership, right? That's how I played. And there's other types of ways of playing, but like that's how me and my cousins played, right? We needed a new car. Like even in the game today, they kind of got rid of all the old cars, especially since how long the game's been out. But you needed a new car. There's a certain block you can pull up to. You shoot the dealership window, and actually they just added the dealership back into the game. Not the same way though, but almost the same, right? I don't even remember exactly. I think it's in Rodeo. Let me see. Shoot, something like that. But you wanted like a Turismo or something, or like a sports car. Like you finna go on a date, right? That's how we used to play. Like you go on a date with like the cop and you had to dress nice because she was like mean or something, so you had to go get the nice suit. And if you don't have no money, you wasn't finna get the nice suit, but you had to figure out how to get the money. Like that's how hard the game was back then. Like you just had to figure it out. Like he was fat. I remember I used to be mad because Nico Bellic had a stomach. It was like, god dang it. I used to make him look fresh though, but you had to like figure out like, do I get these clothes, where do I find these clothes? Like it was way too many secrets in the game without any explanation, and that's how GTA is. Like I don't like giving away the juice and stuff, but then I know I consider the fan base has adjusted a lot since then, so I'll give y'all some juice. But that's how it was. Like you got to like find the clothes, figure out how to get the money for the clothes, like go to the internet cafes. You needed a phone, you ain't have a phone, you had to go to the find the computer, right? It was way more like in depth. Not even in depth, just like class. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, like for example, There was no cars in the city. They barely changed. There was like you had like 3 different paint colors, right? Like I remember red used to look crazy. It's so weird to say now. I never even thought about that. Like when I was like 8 years old, red was just red. Like there was no such thing as like sparkly red until like maybe a few years later, because I was just maybe not that long ago, but like playing games like this right when I was a kid and using like a lot of my uncle's old toy and like controllers and stuff. It was like, oh, I pulled it right on it, right? It was like all I got was a nicer red. I was like, that used to go crazy though. I remember if it was either red or yellow. I got my sports car. I got my sports cars in yellow, and like when I not like I like bang or nothing like that, but I like when I wanted to get my car nice, I drive to the auto shop or like the respray like 3 times, make sure I get red, because I don't know, red was just like ain't no other color. I don't know. There wasn't no sparkles in that mug or like no metallic or nothing or like no decals at the time. I don't even remember any of that when I was younger. I just remember red was as nice as this car. Like I pull it to the repair shop and I got red on the first try. Bet that shit was like $26. It's good, you know. But it's just kind of like the old style, except you can run in and it had like 3 floors, and when you run in there, you can just hop in a whip and dip, and that's how you got your car. And then you go on the date, and then you get like bonus points, or she your girlfriend, if you got the cop, she protect you on the next mission. So like if you was dating the cop and you just took her on a good date, like you spent some money, right? You go to the bowling alley or something, and you get her like a beer and a couple of hot dogs. On your next mission, she'll make the cops wait like 2 minutes type stuff. Like, or if you was dating like the drug dealer, I think she like gives you armor or extra bullets before the mission starts. So when you go on your next mission, like if you dating the lady, the girl that sell dope, she give you cash, or not cash, she give you bullets to make sure you like safe on your next mission. It was mad lit. So when you play the game today, it's like, oh shoot, they like double the value of what they used to do. So it's a whole different game for someone like me. But like I get like people, oh, this game ain't it. It's that, it's yada yada. Nah, I just don't know how to play the game. Be like, it's massive. Like I be slowing down now because I don't need the money and I'm just making a YouTube video. So it's completely different for me because now it's just like an upload, right? So trying to put it back to where like to show you guys how fast the game goes. Like let me oh, that's what it's going to office, right? But what I was finna do, because honestly, like it's like real money. Like how much money do you really need? Like you can play the game for months to get billions, or just use real money to get billions at that point. So it's just like, how much money do you really need? So I'm comfortable. So I'm just making an upload to put on YouTube to get views, right? So I'll satisfy the viewers, right? So what I was gonna do to satisfy the viewers was just completely run my auto shop. Like for example, I don't usually do the drug business out of the profanity and out of my own like sanity and health. I don't I don't mind what people do, but I'm just not a fan of like paraphernalia like that. So in the game, I keep it the same way. I don't use the drugs in the game, right? I play the most like clean version of the game. I don't usually play the most clean version, but if I had a lot of free time, I probably would. Like I tried to for a little bit to just like only customize cars and like drive them to the houses, and then that just be the YouTube video where it was just completely clean, because they kind of have it at that point. Like you can even you can make a fake Uber service in the game now. Like I think to the point where you can almost use the actual Tesla and run an Uber service out of the game, or just deliver pizza. Especially if you need like automated content, like just to have like a side hustle,
Anything you need,
deliver
boss.
virtual pizzas in Grand Theft Auto. You can deliver some virtual pizzas, you know. I don't. That's why I like kind of got to it, but I keep it a little edgy right now. Like I don't really
Oh, hi.
discriminate
What do you
this
need?
time
Anything
about
to
what
keep
type
you
of content
productive,
I'm
boss.
dropping. So I kind of run it through rotation throughout my whole channel. But if I was in a contract, I just stay in the game. So I came here because I'm gonna go pick up a car, but I wanted to change my outfit. I've been running in circles. I adjust my outfit personally. Personally, you know, I like to model, and I'm a really big fan of Kim Kardashian. So Kim Kardashian tends to wear different outfits. I am a boy, but I don't really mind. So I definitely wear multiple outfits, whether it's online or in person. I don't discriminate on a fashion stance. If it's a runway, I'm probably gonna walk that thing. Excuse the flamboyancy, but that is my full personality. Slightly LOL, but yeah. Let me just dang, I only got the blue ones. Whatever. Edmonton Grizzlies. That's crazy. I don't like putting them things on. I really want to go to Grizzly World. I've really been trying to figure it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a separate YouTube channel for like extra content, right? Because I love the vanilla. Even so, if Grand Theft Auto, since they did add 5M, I might really just like stay with stay on the same channel and keep it both on the same channel. I've been thinking about it. But yeah, no, I like it. You know, it's not that I don't like it, but I don't know how it is like mixing the channels and stuff and mixing the content. But I think it may or may not, like depending on how you want to do your uploads and how much you want to connect to the community itself or the developer community itself. You know, so it goes that way. But honestly, I don't mind it. Like I should go crazy. Like, I just like playing the missions still. You know, I just like the missions because I'm trying to go like eventually, yeah, rob a bank or run like a freaking excuse me, like a little grocery store. Like it's cool, you can run a little grocery store. Got a little grocery store business. I'm looking for a certain type of oh no, I'm not whatever G. Whatever G. Now, oh yeah, remember I was saying the safe total? So if you know the time spans of each of the like process of the businesses, it becomes a rotation. And once you get really good at the rotation, it really holds out really all over my stream with that controller stuff. But like, and I like Fast and Furious, so I can just keep playing Fast and Furious in here. So I'm gonna just keep playing Fast and Furious. I mean, like, I want to mix it to highlight mods to make it even more on. I was considering just do it upload like RP and like trying to get into Grizzly World because that it's just fire, you know. But like I don't know, you can mix it right. You can probably mix it, but channel purposes, right? I probably just do a second channel, but you heard like some type of GTA putting 5M directly into the game, so it's like all right, maybe some stuff is different. Maybe let me grab that repair.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Usually, I try not
You
to
got a
touch the
nice
computer
streak,
when I'm
boss.
getting my shipments in. I like it to be. I don't like messing with the the internal algorithm without having a better explanation. I don't like jeopardizing the
You're bringing
algorithm
your
of the
personal
math. You
vehicle
know,
around
like
right
you
now.
get 1 or 3 shipments. You can say it's magic, but I'm gonna use magic to make sure I get the best delivery. So I use my superstitions for better deliveries. I usually don't go to the office, but I wanted to grab a car to get some more gameplay real quick. On my low end, I
So,
cut the
this car's
video
being
there.
used in
I got my
select items.
rotation. I did the rotation. I got the warehouses. I got the shipment back, and then I cut the video. But on a Rockstar content wise, a certain tally mark in the game. Basically, I hit a certain tally mark, and then I leave the game. About 4 hour stream average. I don't think I hit those numbers sleeping on the couch, but that's like the average. Without telling you guys my full contract. Like it's a contract. It's how I got recognized. So it wasn't a contract, but that was like the ideal is you keep this. That's what the word contract, not just the piece of paper. The word contract. I do this for that for y'all to get in return from you guys. So I was averaging about a 4-hour video tally, especially without needing the money in the game, regardless of how much they do stuff like this. Like, disrupt the video. Wait for them to be done, because they're usually never done. But that's when they come disrupt my YouTube channel, and either I go shake my ass cheeks open for people who don't have any respect for me anyway, or I just keep pushing through it because there's nowhere to run to, because they keep forgetting what reality this is and why I'm missing teeth, let alone hair. So you can, in the world, you guys can listen to that back and forth crap. Y'all on a narration. This is my voice. I don't have any friends, so are we watching a video, or are you guys trying to play slavery? Which one is it? I need you schizophrenic weirdos to catch up with yourselves. Remember, you're in rehabilitation. I just don't sell drugs. Otherwise, I would have sold drugs and put a Birkin bag in front of y'all. Because it's a joke. Not my preference. Otherwise... Otherwise, I would have a goddamn girlfriend in my own freaking house. Meaning, in no way, in shape or form do I want to be here or be working a freaking... I mean, sure, playing video games for a living is fun, but this is a very unprofessional job to do. So continue to believe that that is what I'm enjoying. Acting like this shit is real. It's just a game, fam. It's just a game. Let alone a game, it's what I got stuck with. Or do you want to see some money documents? Or do you want me to ask for something in the game again and they give it to me? Threatening people outside this lame-ass freaking organization. So let's keep this at Bank and Bash, don't we? Or do I have to change the name? I almost forgot this thing takes damage. Damn, you guys are acting like kids today. Jeez. They didn't get their fix. Soaking me wasn't enough this morning. Jeez. Children. Regardless of what else the rest of the world is like, specifically, y'all want to make this slavery. You guys are children. I'm going to keep insulting you guys in this stupid-ass bubble. Whatever reality you want to make it. Children. Virgins at that. Kardashians never had a boyfriend. Sorry to insult you in the same stream. You must forget that people talk about that curse. Don't be so high and mighty. Y'all want a narration. I don't do this thing, that's crap. Y'all want to hear my voice. Y'all want my opinion. Otherwise, leave me alone. But that's right. You guys have been freaking pretending to be me the whole time in the video. Or are you not also holding the controller? I doubt you put it down. Or acknowledge anything.
And that car is securely where...
I wasn't messing with it. It was a little random. But there's lots of ways to play the game. Nobody sits here and plays the game, so that's why nobody cares, and people keep threatening me all the time. It's because it's old. Played out. Usually, GTA's got the game to a point to where now you can just make enough money in per business, but I haven't had enough time to sit there and do that. It takes about an hour to run the rotation, about 10 to run the rotation to get bodied out of the game, so not a lot of friendship going on here. That's just, it all tallies back into the music scene anyway. At the end of the day, everybody needs their spare job, but it's all rallies back. One of the ops gonna drop an album, so it ain't even nothing like that. Not to sit here and explain every single crime the whole world is doing. No, I'm not gonna be a super cop. If you're lame, you're lame. I'll let you go be a weirdo over there in your own corner. I know all my life's supposed to be, and I know what I paid for. And I know if I ain't got my whole dollar where it's at. So y'all keep acting like children. I don't care. What else do y'all do? Especially if y'all got bread. Come on, put some more slavery in that thing. Pony boy. That's what y'all want, so this is what y'all gonna get on my 8-hour shift. Otherwise, return my call, family. I don't think y'all want to do that, huh? So what y'all want to put this back into LA terms, huh? Right? I make $3 million in the game. Excuse me. I'll give y'all $4 million in the game. Y'all give me the money back. Y'all give me 300, 200. Y'all give me 200 for $4 million. I mean, honestly, I'd be like, I do $4 million in the game. You give me $4 million in person. But the 200 standpoint ain't that about either. But I don't know how y'all gonna do that again. So I guess we can wait or try to work something out. I give y'all $4 million because I haven't really put up the numbers like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not perfect, but I give y'all $4 million. Y'all give me 200. If you want to have me on a microphone, right? You want to hear my voice, because honestly, before y'all even found me, I sell my voice. Y'all want to sell me? No, I sell myself already, right? My voice comes out of tax dollar. I separate the sound of my voice, the courtesy of my voice, and the literacy. You want some high quality vocabulary, you're going to have to meet me in person. You want some rhymes, you're going to have to click a track. Regardless if you listen to it, you're going to have to click, right? You want to hear some tips and advice, you have to go to my YouTube channel. You have to go to my seminar. All that is by $1. Y'all got me on the microphone. So y'all got me on the microphone. I'm gonna want some money, you feel me? So I'm just letting y'all know, like, I don't care if nobody respect me. Ain't nobody really respect me. I don't need the respect. I'm still, like I said, if I put my $1 down and it ain't my full dollar, I'm gonna have to get my $1 unless I know my dollar ain't perfect, right? So I'm just letting y'all know. That's how I operate. Otherwise, I would have had plenty of different YouTube channels. I would have had a lot more fun. I would have had a bunch of different Instagrams. So you can keep hacking my YouTube all you want. All you doing is just admitting you lame, B. Right? Nobody else has the free time nor the technology or profession to do some lame, generic, petty hacks like that. Right? It all ties back to the same ground roof. There's two places where it go. One way they get caught, one way they don't get caught. Right? And if somebody committed a crime, especially doing this generic stuff, like disrupting a standard day, right? And then they'll be like, well, that's not blah, 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 whatever. It doesn't matter, right? They admit it. They leave in a statement. And they got to go out of their way to do some stuff like that. So, I can care less. And plus, they think they going to get away with it. Regardless if they get away with it, right? If you irritate me, I know you guys get irritated in the same way. And you think I'm boring because I'm sitting in front of yous, right? I'm sitting in front of y'all fan base. So simply, I know y'all gonna get your panties in a bundle when I don't support your fan base because I'm not supposed to be famous. So, y'all gonna stitch on yourself again because somebody finna get mad when I make a turn, when I crash a car, when I put up a shot in 2K. Because this is the profession y'all left me with. So in that case, y'all can continue snitching on yourselves. Have fun. Or what else you can also do, since I'm narrating this video, yes, y'all want to listen to my voice, since they don't want to stop committing slavery on me, right? I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Sucks. Doesn't matter. Oh yeah, you can sit and wait for the upload to come out, and you can give me the views I got. Right? Remember when I said that 4 million for my 200? Y'all stopped giving me my 200. So y'all can act like y'all running under the table business. I still don't care. Under the table, not under the table. I still have to make money and I still have to get a job. So y'all can decide how many rules y'all want to break and what world y'all want to live in. I can care less about you old motherfuckers and you rapey ass teenagers. Like I already ruined the stream once, I guess I can keep it messed up. I just didn't want to jeopardize my channel. So I've been working on this channel since I was a little kid. I wasn't planning on letting y'all just spit on it like that, but it's whatever. I'm gonna come back. Y'all took my TikTok, it's good, right? And that's just social media. I know an adult don't like that. Nor do I care about any of you guys, so it doesn't matter what y'all opinion is to me. Y'all over here saying stuff like we over here smashing this shit. We not smashing, we not together. I don't know nobody, nor do I care about anybody, so like nobody's opinion should matter to me. I don't need to get it. Am I looking for 1,000 views, 100,000 views, or 1,000,000 views? Like, if a dumbass motherfucker talking to me, a dumbass motherfucker talking to me, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck you saying. Nigga waiting for me to get 100,000 views. Don't even know how many views I need to get. Like, maybe you should go Google search and not get mad when I say some smart shit, right? Maybe you should go Google search with APM, with the fucking CPM means. Ain't no such thing as views on YouTube, you bum. Go Google search CPM for YouTube. Meaning every YouTube channel gets a different pay. Like I said, them little rappers go keep dropping an album and diss tracks. Ain't nobody else got the time or money to break into Rockstar or break into my PlayStation. Like that Xbox that was never mine. Who else would have the time to do some stuff like that and then get away with it? First off, being decently smart, knowing that they can get away with it, they wouldn't be that loud unless they had some kind of escape route. So that means they got an excuse, like some terms of service, what I call terms of service. They you accepted this in terms of service, we can technically do whatever we want. Your ass niggas. Terms of service ass niggas be. So yeah, it's gonna be fighting all day. It's kind of all they do. Otherwise, those rich capitalists would have to sit and watch me play video games in which they jokingly meant to do, like the name Baby Boy. They jokingly wanted me to name my music Baby Boy. They're schizophrenic. It's the funniest thing on the planet. And since half of the line doesn't even understand who I am, they just put like this weird little girly connotation on my life. Because that's like describe shit. Always just acting like some kind of broke girlfriend today. Whatever, family. Usually I put way more work. Like, for example, the game, like, people play the game alone, like, fam, like, honestly, like, I wanted to play the game pro, because if you hire a team off of shark cards for professional YouTube videos, like, there's people who put a lot of work into YouTube videos, and I know it's just a game. T Grizzly puts a lot of work into videos, too, just to shout out the highest RP guy, but, I wanted to get a team at that time. It's a little more childish now. I'm kind of burnt out to video games completely. But put a team in because the auto shop, it's like Pokemon cards. When you get a Pokemon set, right, you can get a set of cards and make like an entire Kyle Perico heist, which is 2 friends. It bothers me. to see people play role play so much. But that's just small.
What's up, boss?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, simple rotation. I don't want to say I'm in Leo. I'm from the Bay. I want a tight ship. If I say I'm bull, I'm bull. With a B, nigga. For like I say about a good 4-hour stream, cause an hour long is decent, but a 4-hour long stream, just to double cause it's YouTube, to double the movie length, not a 15-minute video or an hour and a half stream, about a 2.5-hour stream of gaming and upwards, because it's a YouTube video and you have the access to do what you want, and it's not in a movie time frame, and it's not even supposed to be a movie, it's like a walkthrough. The game adds up pretty nicely. Another thing, like the each update kind of like updates a certain corner of the game. For example, if you kind of got bored of the rest of the businesses, this agency business is a little more time consuming, but you can get more time out of it. I'm aware nobody likes my videos in my career path.
Sure.
That's what I got stuck with. So sorry, Cleopatra, if I sound like I enjoy it too much. Makes me want to puke. Oh, tragic. But to explain to the players more how to play the game without getting interrupted, because everybody thinks I'm lame. If you get bored of the rest of the game, the agency business, even though I don't have all the businesses, I updated the dollar value. I'll just jump into Larry on now real quick.
Obviously, there's an O'Neill in the system, but this one's got a real weird stank about him. Got a whole streak of different bounties. In normal circumstances, I'd give those inbred creeps a real wide
Actually, I
berth, but
don't want to
duty
give the
calls,
processing
you know?
time. Hold on. Like I said before, the door was closed because Death Row's about to say, "Oh, he ain't got no more stamina. He's not cool anymore because we're not making him cool." No, remember why I went to the fucking auto shop again for you guys, for you schizophrenic, freaking panty bundles? I already said I was done. I got the rotation and cut the video. I just delivered the car. I can do whatever I want. And get off the game because I'm not burning up anymore. But I'm not done with my YouTube uploads. I usually put up an hour to match regular jobs. Make it congruent. Like I would go get this, but I'll leave that for separate videos. I'm a bit of a faster pace because I need the money. So I need more uploads. Regardless if you guys know what I'm doing. Just because I need your money doesn't mean I have to explain anything to you. I'll do something else. Care less if I have to respect anybody. You guys don't respect me, and even if I did respect you, you guys would turn around and call me peasant, so I don't care about you guys' purgatory. So cartoon ass crap.
That car's
is looks like they're scared to hack Grand Theft Auto. They're trying to still get away with the game just being bugged. I can list their names off like I did on Instagram. I don't really feel like it. I guess the reason why that person may have left was to prepare to just inflame me for the day. Yep, there she is. And they're pretty retarded. All they got is me being kidnapped and the rest of the world not understanding me nor liking me. So yes, everybody can wait until I explain all their crimes because this isn't what they're ever stopping. So yeah, everybody, I haven't called the police yet. You guys can do that since you guys want to tune in. Otherwise, I don't know what's going on. They're annoying me and they're raping me, but hey, what else is there?
Good to see you, boss.
So who was I talking to again in that
How
case?
can I help you?
That's
So
right.
long.
I don't see a chat bar on here. Motherfuckers waiting for me to want to have a fan base. Want to be friends with me. What if I never want to be famous and I still just need the money? Then come on. When are you guys gonna wake up and realize I don't care to be famous? Like, y'all don't give me any respect, and y'all be scared. You forgetting that you scared of gang name, blood. Like, y'all be forgetting that I put y'all through shit. Like, y'all be forgetting that I put y'all on. Like, that's the funniest part of all this, B. Y'all niggas delusional. So yeah, ruin the video. Potentially mess up my channel. Thanks for admitting them to all the crimes. I usually don't upload the mic'd up videos. Keep my sanity. Give a damn about snitching. Niggas nut when they're happy. It's not gonna cut in the real world, man. What was I about to get to? That's my favorite part about all this. They live so much in this fake ass reality and they believe that they can be what they are and they do all that like keep feces crap and trying to act like porcelain dolls and slave me. As soon as I get off their property, they can't do nothing. And yeah, they can use anybody to get me back, but they would have just spent so much time and minutes and everything, so the best they could do is erase this. And in which they usually do. But they would have already snitched. It's hilarious. Especially because they have 3 brain cells and I gave them the money they have today. So. Y'all can wait for me to embarrass me them all you want. It's probably never going to happen. I don't want to give them the time of day anymore. Y'all just happen to be watching all of a sudden. Never cared to advertise my life in death row. They're all children. And they think they're above the law. So they just do whatever they want. Because they've had me here for so long. I finally got close to getting away and now they're psychotic. It's the funniest thing on the planet watching them. Look at them. That's Kai. He's probably gonna try to break my leg tomorrow. Or make me pass out in the next hour. It's weird, but you can smell them now. Or I can. And so apparent, they just use scents to Michael Myers all over the place. Like, you guys remember when Bernie used to like tap into my stream? Like a few seasons ago? How little that was? I guess that was, y'all trying to tell me that was Kylie. Yeah, it's the same thing. They just change who's controlling. They'll usually say it out loud and they're dumb enough to admit it. They'll make switch and just go back to being regular people, but they don't know what regular people means. They just be like, oh, better version Dominic. That's kind of all they do. Like I said, I don't really feel like sitting here explaining everything, dude. I want to just leave. Because they're dumb enough to be dumb when I'm gone because they've had me this past 30 years. You guys have probably never experienced them since the 80s, what it's like to be without death row. Like all those popular NBA players. To where I have to drop their name. Yep, LeBron. Trying to see if I was going to snitch or not. He just said, what the hell, Dominic? It's usually both ways, meaning they wanted me to snitch and they didn't want me to snitch. They have names and titles for everything they do, labels. That's, they're in disco mode, basically. You need a maximum. Whatever that shit is, I don't really care. See? Stopped. They should usually tweak when you catch them. And they go brainless once they don't know what to do and they have nothing else to rape. But they only get really far off and they only really let you go when they like actually get caught up or they like, I don't know, they just have somewhere to be or something. Otherwise the police would have came. But I don't really know how this works when it comes to police and making them stop. I just ignore it or I threaten them. It's kind of gotten too far. Nobody's ever came to help, so I kind of gave up on asking for help. Whenever they agree, they do that. Yep. And that feels like Coco, Chloe. I don't like name dropping, but fuck it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also now that I name drop and find out what happens when name drop, they're probably gonna chill out. But all they're doing is trying to get rid of me, kind of. They can't control me. I'm not supposed to be here. Or alive, excuse me. So. They're pretty dumb, as everyone already thought. The police just kind of wanted to give them a head start because they are kind of slow. A lot of people take advantage of them, see? Police don't care about video games. Nor me, because they have money. So they think I'm just an idiot. That's why I'm probably going to threaten the government. Because they're idiots and they've contributed. You see? They're hacking the shit out of me. You don't have authority. You don't have authority. You don't have authority. You're a cartoon character. Alright, bro. Give me your badge. Country would have to learn why I haven't got arrested yet. I don't feel like teaching y'all. Y'all wouldn't throw up on me in a movie. And that wasn't me. Just like, don't look up. Keep making fun of me, America. What else do you do? I can care less about this planet. You guys who had me trapped here my entire life, going through pain. Acting like I can't feel anything. Regardless of how swollen my head is, I still feel pain. Not to threaten you guys for my happiness, but all you guys do is just slave me. So, I don't care if you guys can understand or can keep up, or understand every crime, or understand that a criminal can get away with something who's not me. And you guys just watch and add on to it. Waiting to understand magic. Look, there they go. I almost did a little different. See, I can't tell if they're holding the same controller as me or they're using some kind of other alternative setup. But when I play games now or do anything like on my phone, I like put extra sense to feel like a fourth wall because I can't tell if they're holding another PlayStation controller. But like just right there, yep. See, in no reality, okay, I think I know this guy, but he just did that full D Grizzly spin. So yeah. Like, for example, they may not be using a controller, they may just have like a button and inputs to keep secret, or just a mod box, so they can just tap in and just click an input to make something happen, like the T Grizzly spin, or the Britney stutter, or the Tom Cruise. That's a Tom Cruise cut. Look, Tom Cruise cut. They do that though. That means they're going to prison. That's what this microphone means though. So they're gonna have to make sure they clean that up because this is my actual job, and they're idiots. So. Yeah. They're waiting for me to make them stink, basically. See? Prison. And that feels like my mom, so yeah, I can care less. This is still my job, and I'm still gonna have to go back to life. So keep going. You can run away as much as you want. I even got you closing the door on film, so I can care less. You have 3 brain cells. No one has ever cared about me, so I don't really care for anybody else. I still have to be on American property. Otherwise, I'd flee the country. Come on. How am I gonna leave? He's not dumb, whatever. Like I said, I have to sit here explaining to hours all the crimes they committed. Otherwise, you guys can trust me instead of trusting the criminals, in which you guys watch me be a normal person and you watch them commit crimes, in which you validate those crimes by saying, oh, they're a different type of person. They can get away with that. He was born like this. He was born like that. Whatever. Y'all don't understand me. Y'all don't understand me. I can care less. Y'all want to play who's king? I'll be king. Look at that. See, look, satisfying them. But I think they're trying to play who's hacking me now. That's what those rich death row folks are doing. That's my family. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Been dealing with this since I came out of the womb. I just never felt any need to air them out because I didn't think they'd get this overboard and get this pretentious. But, yeah. They're completely far off and brainless. They do come back to reality, but it's usually just scripted, so it's not something you want to tune into. Because all the good stuff is what they're lying to everybody about. It's like a pretty face nowadays. Some instances, yeah, it's somebody like pretty, but in the case of death row, no. It's most likely blasphemy, rape, and they're going to be ridiculously disgusting if you find out who they truly are. Unbearably bad. See? Look, that was a police officer. They think I want to respond to them in fucking hieroglyphics and word signals and shit. Thanks for ruining my YouTube channel. This is all the memory I've left. See, what I mean by ruining my YouTube channel is not based on the videos of me being some angry girl, if the death row would call me. I've been homeless most of my life, so I don't have much memory or valuables to this point. And usually they throw away everything after a certain point, so I lose everything anyway. And there they go again. Because they probably have an escape plan, and when they get sad, they just offer up jumping off a bridge. And they usually don't jump off a bridge, so, like I said, script it when they feel real. But I've been homeless most of my life, so I've always taken pictures to remember things. Regardless of how much profanity and fornication I have on my accounts today, my accounts are old as heck because I've been using them since a little kid. I've been on the internet for a while because I've been homeless. Like, when I was really, really younger, I used to go to the library every day. And it was, regardless of why I went to the library, we went every morning. We'd be there for hours. And going back home was horrible, whether or not we had a home to go to. So I'd play like virtual games that had homes. Like stuff that reminded me of Sims, like Habu, because I can pretend I live in the game, and when I go home, I don't have to worry about what home is like. So, another reason why I play Grand Theft Auto, still homeless. That's why I care about my social media accounts. Not too much the posts, I guess, yeah, the posts, not, I guess I should say not too much the social media factor, but because I've been homeless my whole life, when all my memories are online. Still drastically homeless. I'm not even allowed to exist anymore. You get like 5 minutes of sentiments of value out of Rihanna, and then she should flame you in double value. However sad you made everybody feel, that's how angry she's gonna do you dirty. So, yeah, no. Usually, like, there's no more rotation. I have enough money in the game, but if I was making content, I would already had something set up. And if I wasn't using a mic, I wouldn't have these silent pauses. I don't mind these silent pauses. The only thing about them is getting robbed. But I usually don't rotate my money like that because I don't like how it spins. Because right now, I'd bring out the gunship, but I don't want to bring out the gunship right now because this is not a computer setup. And it's uncomfortable in this wooden chair. I don't live here. I'm getting tormented every single day. So I don't have time to sit here and make decent videos. I just put a video up so I have some kind of investment. Look at Keontae, whatever. When we were trying to threaten me and say I'm just lollygagging. Because rich white people don't understand it either in their case. And they just had sex with white people for the first time. See? They're absolute speakers, and they're most likely going to prison. Look, they're even admitting a statement. Whether or not they're saying it out loud, you can go to their Instagrams and they'll say it straight up, or ask them in person. See? They're absolutely retarded, and they think that I'm dumb, so they're gonna keep flaming in the dumbest direction. See? Technically, right, the game should shut. If they really want to make me stupid, they're just gonna turn off the game and shut off the internet. Because they think I'm retarded. See? That feels like Brittany. I'm like, the whole world knows, the whole world's watching, Dominic. You already threw his... Yeah, whatever. They should stop. The game should go back to normal. And I should go back to talking to my 3 stream viewers or my other secret Kylie Jenner fan base. And the rest of the world that hates me. Otherwise, enjoy the video because I didn't want to talk to you guys anyway. It's not like I wanted to upload. It's not like YouTube sent me threats and said I couldn't upload.
Stay safe, boss.
Valeo's gonna keep raping everything. That's what they do. I'm going to have to send him to prison eventually. Sucks. Being Batman. Waiting for this to come. Evil Timmy Turner. In case my family takes over. And they shouldn't get scared of the Egyptian. Meaning, even if they weren't, especially they try to rape me back, but I call them Egyptian, but it means that they're royalty and they weren't born in the country. Meaning they'd have to get deported back to the castle if they got arrested. So they do whatever they want. Until someone threatens them with bad sex. And Rihanna thinks I don't have authority. I'll have you hurt. Especially because the game is about them. That's why I'm not allowed to play Rockstar games. Because technically, they can do whatever they want because the game is hearsay from them. But it's small war because they keep forcing me to play the game and they ruin the game as well too. With all those RP servers. So they're broke as hell. Waiting for me to make them money. So every day when I don't work better for them or even taste decent, they get frustrated and throw temper tantrums. Look at them. Are you done over there, Key? All this little boy is finna do is break my leg, otherwise he would shoot up the apartment. And I doubt he'd shoot up the apartment. Whether or not he'd do that. See, one insurance factor I have about this apartment is the investment that the higher-ups and the old people, and there they go, are putting into. See, they can do whatever they want in my world because I'm technically a cartoon character since I'm not as old as them. They gave birth to me, so they basically sold me a long time ago. I don't have much control over my life unless I threaten them or commit a crime to run away. Like I have to get arrested like they do, but I don't get deported to a castle. I go to jail. That's right, what I was saying. I forgot from that. Whatever. Bottom line, they think they control every aspect of my life. That's not gonna happen. Yep, I can tell he's doing that now. He keeps going back and forth to do it. Damn, it was on the other side. They're little bit children. And I don't have enough viewers nor a fan base to explain myself like they do. That's why nothing I say goes. People are like, we need your help to explain what they did to us. No, you need my help so you can go back in the raid. The whole world's kind of torn apart. I'd have to call out everybody and be the goddamn president. And then not allow, and then afterwards not be allowed to say anything. Like I said, you guys want to believe in magic, then you just heard them say that they got a word for everything. And you can wait for them to label it, not me. Bellow. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, I think. this location I'm in is an investment because it's so close to Japan. It's my son Mecca's house. Mecca's apartment is about. We can't really tear down this place because we're investing into Big Hero 6, making Vallejo San Francisco in a long-scale environment. And there goes the smell, but I don't think you guys are here with me, are you? So you wouldn't be able to smell them. They usually nut when they want to agree with me. Or agree when I'm talking to y'all, the people. We got like a million different constructs. Don't care for any of it. They're going to person because they would have to clean this up. So they would take 1 to 76%. Nothing I care about.
Are you all right? Man down! Fucking slippery bullet! Shit!
Over there.
And the public has been watching all these RP servers for so long. They got a fake famous person who plays completely clean, and then he got bodied. So now the world is getting tainted. Technically, usually the world is always getting tainted, but even more so now.
Over there.
Guess that's probably why my spit tastes sweet right now. I can sit here and explain how the world works, or you guys can trust me in which you never do. Technically, just consuming my products, in which it's not drugs, it's my videos, and at least tuning into me should get you cleaned up. But if you get cleaned up, it may be painful and you gotta burn off what they put onto you. It's a bit of a rotation of horrendous everything, which you're not supposed to escape.
Over there.
People don't acknowledge how far crime can go. You kind of just let it go, let it slide after a while. Eventually it becomes an ideal of morality of how much you want to snitch or keep up. Even if snitching wasn't about title killing. It was about your safety at the end of the day. Yeah, I think they use a setup because they haven't accidentally clicked the trigger in a while.
Loser.
They keep doing that same cut. And here they go with that crybaby crap. Backstory about why they do what they do. My family, there's a bit of a hierarchy system like the Italian mob. It's not technically a hierarchy system because they're absolutely brainless and they be running it, and here Keontae goes with that weird ass shit.
Over there.
They like fight over who has the vocals of the family. That's all they really discuss, and after they discuss who has the vocals, they go back to their retirement skin and call it a day. Whatever weird ass shit they on from evening. And since I don't speak out loud, I get threatened by the government to explain what death row likes to do for fun. Otherwise, the government goes in on me.
Thank you.
So yeah, my YouTube channel should get banned after this video. Well, they wanted to go double the strength, so I'll give you guys double the snitch. I can care less about them throwing it away a regular day and trying to predict every word I say every 30 seconds. So feel free. You can even bail out and throw me into a crazy hospital. I'm not crazy, and all you can do is fake the documents like you did the last time. I can care less, you're a tweaker. Michael Myers every 30 seconds. When they got a dip, they Michael Myers. Stink bomb.
Hey, it's your...
That did just make money. I can't cut off the stream yet. I've been also considering that GTA likes the game like this because the people around me are acting like the game, hella stale and dry. And then I gotta also consider that they have a little bit of Down syndrome, so they may need help. So it's a bit of a here and tear. So see. The program should have forced me to get off the game because they act like Navajo. They can feel the sense of the wind. You guys finally trying to name everything? Y'all can put a fucking label on all the gay ass shit they do every single day. I could care less, man. That shit is horrendously annoying. Oh, looks like I got some of my family out of there. I'm hearing some more voices. I want to bring magic into the stream. Remember, in my world, there's no such thing. So you guys can keep trying to hack my life. You know, this new person, they just mess with the camera spin a little bit differently. And they're saying a bunch of gibberish. So y'all want to use magic. Magic is hacking me simply because if y'all want to involve me with Donald Trump, and if I got to say his name on stream, then I'm Jesus in that case. And I wouldn't want you to threaten Jesus because there's no such thing as Jesus. Yet you guys want to not hack me? Not tell on yourselves and not go post on Instagram saying, yeah, it was me so you can get some cutty later? Let's see you weird ass, gassed up freaking bananas not fornicate for an evening. Y'all can't go 30 seconds without touching yourself. So yeah, I'll end the stream. I was already going to. Hungry. Whether or not they spit in my food, they usually do. I thought about saving some, like, evidence, but I don't know. They're old as hell, and they're most likely, some of them are not even from the country, so they'll just leave anyway. Maybe. But that's all they do. They're, like, really old. I don't satisfy my parents, so nor do I want to have close relations sensually with them, so I'm not allowed to leave. I said LeBron was my dad. To be honest, I would be like I never had a father figure in my life, but seeing my family is a little burnt. I don't really care to say anything right now. So sure, LeBron, you can be him for the next 30 seconds until somebody tries to replace you. Like I said, this stream is already busted, so you guys are catching up with the vocabulary of the fucking day. That's just how it is every single day. Them not being satisfied because they're quote-unquote royalty, especially according to the world. That's the way the world works, Dominic. You just gotta go along with it. No. That's the way the world works. That's what I want to do in my world, not go along with it. What? They're waiting for me to do this anyway. They need money, and they need money that's not me being outside. Kylie didn't want me to get a job for a whole fucking year straight, and she just kept threatening me every single day. I don't want you to talk to people, get people to know me. Yeah, shut up. This shit's old. There you guys have it. You have a full video with full mic, and it's gonna stay on my channel until I get permabanned because that's what you guys are waiting for. You can decipher through the sarcasm all you want. It's whatever. You guys are all annoying anyway. I don't play character. I don't have time to pretend to be somebody else, especially because I like myself better than everybody. Nor do I have the time to be fake. If I got beef with you, I'm gonna say the same thing in front of your face. I put 1 million views on this video. You didn't watch the video, you didn't tune in, Brody. I ain't gotta reiterate myself to you. This is loud enough. I'll get louder as I usually do. Otherwise, this stream is not about me never using a mic. So where are we going with this? I'm just waiting for the money to load. I'll be getting shorted sometimes when I load out too fast with this T Grizzly Fit. So there you guys have it. I'm not allowed to play video games anymore because they're gonna keep doing that no matter what. Once they hack something or they do something that they get away with, they keep doing it. So this means if I play the game again, usually before they used to just shut the game off, cut the internet off, cut the power off, some yada yada yada, some drastic bullshit. But this time, since this has gone far off, they do a combination of little like petty stuff. This is me kind of talking to the police as well. They do a combination of a bunch of little petty stuff, in which they should get pretty mad if I play the game again because this is them telling me to get off the game because I'm playing through their bull crap. Because all the games are tweaking. Nothing usually happens like that, and they can't decide if they want to make it my controller being broken or anything else being broken. So yeah. They're gonna keep going, and if I turn on the game again, they're gonna get mad, especially because this is like their property. Who knows? I don't know what jurisdiction they have because technically they shouldn't have any under my social security number. That's also why I keep my name Dominic. Why the channel's called Dominic Simmons. I'm tired of using nicknames and playing their facade of Hollywood. Like they're so incongruent. They're trying to make me leave the Lakers virtually. Whatever. I would, but I'm not in LA. I'm not in LA. And you guys are going to have to make a better deal with me to make me get off a virtual team that's going to take about 2 weeks to complete. So, we can see where that goes. Because it's only a screen door I can open. I can't make a run for it because Vallejo, you can't run in Vallejo. They trap me here without having to use all the profanity. But before I get robbed, let's hurry up and get off the stream. Just letting you guys know, this is probably the last video. Because it's actually psycho, and I probably have to call the police pretty soon and explain to them, and then have the police not care, and then they care after I get off the property because they won't be able to rape me anymore, and they're gonna have to delete my channel.
Did I see Lacey Jonas in here yesterday? Lacey and I go way
Whatever
back.
though.
I was her first bodyguard when she got pregnant. Let me tell you, if
You guys can keep getting confused because you guys allow Death Row to do whatever they want every single day, and you guys are gonna go back to doing them, yada yada yada. Who cares? Like I said, the whole country is to crap, and the planet is probably gonna burn soon because you guys are pretty dumbfounded. But in other words, let's say in a world that you let me just chill out, well, might chill out. Otherwise, yeah, they're gonna get tweaked out if I hop on this PlayStation again. So anything I do, they should probably tweak out. So yeah, this is my final statement. I guess I'm talking to myself because I know nobody likes me, but it's going to come back around because you guys are all idiots and you're getting bodied by people. Nor can you guys comb your hair. You're going to have to go watch all my content or force me to keep being an asshole so you don't care about me like some freaking Leonidas shit. But don't care because you guys are falling apart. And I have to sit here and insult you guys all day to have some kind of consideration for myself. Like I said, you guys want to hear some narration. I was getting threatened, so here's your narration. Threatened. Otherwise, enjoy the planet
Mr. Clinton's a real
because you guys can't handle a goddamn YouTube video. So make your decision, Rockstar. You have mods or no mods? So we end the video.